I believe I'm being met. Just a moment. Oh, I beg
sorry.
your pardon.
Miss Rockwell, isn't it?
Yes. Well, you're not my... Oh, no, of course not. Are you from my father?
This your porter?
Yes.
Get us out the back way, quick.
Back way?
This young lady's being... she mustn't go out the regular way. There are people watching.
I can take you out through the back way to a taxi stand.
How?
Through this gate.
All right, let's go.
Where'd you go?
Out of here, Park Avenue, I'll tell you. That was close. I guess this must seem kind of silly to you.
What is it, a game?
No, not exactly. To begin with, my name's Patton, Preston Patton.
Yes.
I happened, quite by chance, to overhear your father's plans.
What plans?
To ship you back to California. He had 2 private detectives waiting for you at that station. And a lawyer.
A lawyer?
With an injunction. Oh, he's pretty tough, that old man of yours.
But I had no idea he felt that way about me.
Say, you should have heard him carry on when he read your telegrams.
Well, why didn't he meet me at the station and tell me himself how he felt? Why didn't he...
You obviously don't know the old boy.
No, and I'm glad I don't. What's he like?
Oh, he's an old bear with a bad disposition and terrible liver. And what a temper. He smashes hats.
Smashes hats?
Oh, he must use up 5 derbies a week.
Well, I'm not afraid of him. And what's more, I'll tell him so. Take me to his office.
Oh, but it's closed. You know these bankers.
Well, then we'll go to his home.
But he won't be in at this hour.
Well, wait.
Say, I know where we can find him. Do you really insist on seeing him?
Absolutely.
Hey, Billy. Crescent Building, and get there at exactly 6 o'clock.
Evening, boys! John Tiger!
There's the old grouch now. You better let me talk to him first. You know, sort of preparing.
All right.
Sounds like a great idea to me. I'll have the drawings for you in a couple of days, M.P.
How do you do, Colonel? You remember me?
What do you want?
Your daughter.
What? Calm yourself, Colonel. You clear out of here before I call the police. Come on.
Oh, but sir, wait. Listen. You might as well know it, but Mary Elizabeth has consented to marry me.
She has what?
Yes, Father, she loves me.
My daughter is an imbecile. And if she defies me, I'll...
Now, that's hardly fair to your daughter.
Don't you dare mention her name to me again.
Oh, come along. There's no use upsetting yourself.
My lawyers will attend to you, sir. You can be sure of that.
All right, Billy, go ahead.
I had no idea I'd be in the way, or else I wouldn't have come.
Now, calm yourself. Remember, you're under the protection of old Preston Patton. Children cry for it.
But what am I going to do?
There. What you need is some food. I know a nice, quiet little place.
Ist das nicht ein Ochsenblas?
Ja, das ist ein Ochsenblas.
Ist das nicht ein großes Glas?
Ja, das ist ein großes Glas. Ochsenblas, großes Glas. Tannenbaum, Langenbach, Schnitzelbrett, Haufenbeck, Blumengras, Wagengras, Schüsselbeck, Kreuzenbeck, hin und her, Götzenlein, Schnitzelbach. Oh, du schöner, oh, du schöner, oh, du schöner Schnitzelbach.
Why did you leave California?
Curiosity, I guess.
About the fair city of New York?
About K.S. Rockport. Ever since I've been old enough to realize that it's customary to have a father, I've wondered about mine.
You know now. Tell me, what'd your mother say about this trip?
Oh, she didn't mind. You see, she's going to marry again.
Seems to be a family failing.
This man's really poisonous. He calls me sweetheart.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I'll manage somehow, and without my father's help.
Got any money?
Nothing to speak of.
Oh, come now. You can speak of pretty small sums these days.
About $25.
Speak of it by all means. Still, that's not enough to get you home.
Oh, I'm not going home. I'm going to stay here and find a job.
I think I know somebody who might have a job for you. A fine young man. Ambitious, energetic, promising.
They're making so much noise I can't hear you.
Charming Preston Patton.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, what about the job?
No, thanks. You're just sorry for me.
Sorry for you? Now listen, my child, I'm sorry for myself. I need help. Can you stenog?
Badly.
Well, that puts you on a par with most stenographers. Salary, $35 a week. Start tomorrow morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Look here, this is a disgraceful hour of the morning to be coming to work. It's 9:15.
I'm sorry, but you didn't say anything about the time, so I thought it would be all right.
Well, it isn't all right. This office takes off no earlier than 9:30 in the morning.
I'll try to remember.
What's the use of having a business of my own if I have to get up at the crack of dawn?
What a mess.
Hey, don't touch. I won't be able to find anything if you start installing a system.
But this stuff looks as if it had been dropped out of a passing airplane.
Well, a man's desk should be kept in the same disorder as his mind.
Here, I guess you want this.
What is it?
A notation about a date. With Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Do you want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks. I've just had club breakfast number 3, 45 cents.
Which reminds me, we must find you an apartment as soon as we have time.
Are we going to be busy today?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. We've had a call already. M81, Charles Mattinson. Married last autumn. Dirty rich.
What's eating him?
His wife's puppy. She insists on the dog sleeping in their double bed. M81 wants dog stolen. Only temporarily, of course, until he sees the effect on his wife.
But suppose the police are on the job and we get tagged for having stolen property.
Well, that, to coin an old phrase, would be just too bad.
It doesn't sound like such a bright idea to me.
Well, still, M81 is rich. And there's an old expression, Miss Simpkins, that the noses of the rich were made to be paid through. So when he phones again, tell him we'll take the job. $100 and a signed statement of the arrangements between us.
You're a bandit.
Thank you. I have some field work to do, so I'll leave you in charge of the office. When you answer the phone, try to give the impression that we have a large and busy staff. Note, be kind and sweet to all callers, but not too kind. Good day, Miss Simpkins.
Mr. Patton, do you think it's possible for you to keep this thing going for a few days?
Indefinitely, Mr. Rockwell.
Really? But how?
You mustn't ask the magician how he gets the rabbits out of the hat.
No, I suppose not. Now about the charges. I think, well, shall we say $50 a week?
We will say $50 a week. $50 a week.
If you don't slip up, you can keep the retainer as a bonus.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Rockwell. Thank you.
And you'll report to me?
As you like. However, you may consider no news good news. If you wish to phone me, you can use your subscriber's number, R44.
R44. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Greetings, Miss Simpkins. Hey, what's that?
What the dickens?
Pidgey, this is Mr. Patton. Mr. Patton, this is Pidgey, the pup we're supposed to keep.
Pup? He's an elephant. Hey, what's that he's been chewing on?
Oh, just your shoe.
My shoe? That's a fine thing to give a dog.
Oh, no, it was his own idea. Here's the other one.
Oh, I paid $16 for those shoes.
Well, what are you complaining about? You've got 2 of them. I only had 1 of these.
Did he do that too? Oh, Simply, we've got to get that dog out of here.
Oh, no, you get him out. I don't mind losing my hat, but I've taken quite a fancy to my arm.
Well, you fetch the janitor, and I'll get Pidgey up on the roof.
How?
Well, he seems to like that dish. I'll give him a second helping. Here, Pidgey, look. $8 worth of shoe. Pidgey, come on. Come on, Pidgey. Come on. I hope you get indigestion. Oh, Mike, I have a house guest staying with me for a while. Pidgey.
Say, that's a real dog. What is he?
Oh, part Pomeranian and part what else would you say?
Shoehound.
Mike, have you got a box or something we can use for a dog house?
Sure, I got a packing case.
Good. And I think you'd better tie him up, too.
Tie him up? Why? He's all right where he is.
Oh, no, he isn't.
Say, you leave him to me. Dog is a man's best friend. He'll never double-cross you or do things behind your back. Never.
I wish you'd tell that to the dog. Say, what's happened here?
I'd begun to think you'd never notice it.
Oh, this will never do, Miss Simpkins. This was such a nice, messy house. Now you have it looking like a tea room.
Oh, this is nothing. I've lots of plans if business improves. Come around in a couple of weeks and look at it.
A couple of weeks?
Mr. Patton! Mr. Patton, help! Mr. Patton, quick! Mr. Patton, hurry! Mr. Patton!
What's the matter, Mike? What happened?
Well, I brought him some food, some biscuit. I tried to take the shoe away from him, and it started to bite me.
Oh, no, Mike. He wouldn't do that. After all, a dog is a man's best friend. He wouldn't do anything behind your back.
But he did.
Huh?
Confidential services. Who's calling, please? R44, just a moment. R44, are you in at this hour?
Well, I'll take it in here, please. Hello. Oh, yes, wonderfully. Have you told Mrs. R yet she's about to become a stepmother?
No. The fact is, I thought I ought to meet my daughter. Have a talk with her, you know.
Oh, don't you think it'd be better to wait until everything's settled? Oh, yes, yes, indeed. Too important a matter to rush. Oh, yes. What's that? Each week. No, I don't mind getting it in cash. Thanks. Goodbye.
Wow.
Wow.
Mary Elizabeth, are you sure you wouldn't like to dance?
Quite sure, Bobby.
It's too bad. It's very nice music.
Isn't it?
Rather nice party, don't you think?
Oh, yes, indeed. So calm and restful.
Colorful costumes everybody's wearing. You know what I mean? Colorful.
Yes, very colorful. There's one with blue on it.
Mary Elizabeth, would you like a drink?
I certainly would, Bobby. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Make it stiff, will you?
You bet I will.
Who are you?
Ah, the she goddess. I was going to fetch you away to my tent show now.
Pat!
Shall we walk or run?
Run.
Open, please. Drive uptown around the park.
Pat, what are you supposed to be? You look like a clothesline.
And you look adorable. May I have this for a minute? I promise to return it.
I didn't dream you'd come to my rescue when I sent that wire.
I couldn't keep away. You know, your habit forming like hashish and whiskey and singing in bathtubs. Was the party really terrible?
Horrible.
Why do you go to those awful barbecues?
Had to. Command appearance. You see, my father...
Oh, that battleship.